Hey Bookies! Today we are going to go over book recommendations for my pets. So let's get started. Obviously, my pets can't read, but I still love them anyways. And I'm kind of doing this based off their personality. And also, it's like into June, and all of the stuff I have planned for is July themed. But anyways, we're going to roll with this weird and funky idea that I have. And all of the recs for this video are going to be Pride related. So I'm going to call them over. I'm going to try to get them to sit. There's no promise, so if they don't, there will be a picture of them shown somewhere on the screen. And I will tell you a bit about their personality and why I chose 2 books for them. So, Sophia, this is the baby. Hi. Hi. This is the baby of the house. Oh, it's okay. It's just paper that I threw around. Her name is Sophia. She is a coonhound mix, and she's 2. She is literally the baby of the family, but she is very wild. She has like this unbridled wildness about her sometimes, but sometimes she's also very chill. But she's also very loyal to us, and she's bonded very well with Daisy. No one else, well, a little bit with my husband, but like she's bonded super well to our other dog. So I think she would, if she could read, she would really like The Nature of, by Sophia, The Nature of Witches by Rachel Griffin. The main protagonist, I know I always recommend this book, but I absolutely love it. The main protagonist is a lot like Sophia. There's a very wild nature about her, but she is also very loyal, especially to her very close-knit friends. The LGBT2S plus rep for this book is that the main character is bisexual. There is another queer character in there as well. But I also want to recommend Game of Strength and Storm by Rachel Menard for her as well, if she could read, that is. This is a Hercules retelling. It is based off of Hercules and the 12 Trials. There's 2 main characters, and the Hercules type character has like a very strong nature about her, but she's also very caring. And it's a very fun read. Like, if you've never heard about Hercules and the 12 Tales, read up on that, but also this is a really fun book to just go in blind about too. The LGBT rep for this book is that this is a sapphic romance between our 2 main characters. Next up, I'm going to recommend books for my baby, Daisy May. Daisy! Come here, Daisy! Your name's not Daisy. Your name is Sophia. I know you're getting so confused. Daisy, come here. Daisy. You sat down. Come here. I know, it's a very long walk between the couch and here. It's like 6 feet. Come here. Come here. Hi, baby. Hi, it's okay. You're not in trouble. Hi, baby. This is Daisy. We do not want any little dog butts in this video. She is a terrier mix. She is very, very sweet. She is, let's see here, she's 12 years old this year. She's an old baby. Absolutely love her. She is basically my pet soulmate. Has been there through thick and thin with me, and absolutely like one of the best companions I've ever had. So based on that, very high recommendation of my dog. If she was a person that read, I would recommend to her Like Other Girls by Britta Lundin. The main character in this one is a very strong girl. This is basically about our main character, who is on the basketball team, but when she gets into a fight with another teammate, she is kicked off the team until she proves to the coach that she can play without getting into fights. She has a bit of anger issues. To combat that, she joins the football team and becomes one of the first girls on the team, kind of starting this revolution of other girl players, including the one that she punched, her ex-basketball teammate. And now all of the girls are on the team, and it's a really good bonding book between our main character and these other girls because she's felt like an outcast for most of her life. She also struggles to find her identity. The LGBT2S rep in this one is that our main character is lesbian and that there are other queer characters in this book. But the reason I'm specifically recommending this for Daisy is because Daisy is very strong, and when I first got her, she had a lot of issues. Some of them were anger related, but a lot of it was that she felt very unstable, and so she had a lot of anxiety around new places, or if we moved furniture, she felt very anxious about that and was very scared. So I've worked with her for so long on her behavior and her manner, and to try to help soothe her. I'm very, very uneducated in how to do that. I'm not a pet behavioralist, but whatever I've done has seemed to work because she's much, much more chill than what she used to be. So I think that she could greatly relate to the main character of this book. I would also recommend to her I Wish You All the Best by Mason Deaver. This one is a fantastic book. The LGBT rep of this one is that our main character is non-binary, and the love interest is, I guess you would say, queer, or maybe pansexual. I'm not sure where their sexuality lies. But anyways, the main character, they come out to their family. Their family is very, very conservative, and their family kicks them out. So they move in with their sister, and they basically have to start a new life. Despite it being really sad, it's pretty sad, but there's a lot of hopeful moments in this book. This is a very cozy contemporary story, and while it does talk about the struggles of coming out, it's very, very cozy because as soon as our main character is moved into this new life, they are almost immediately accepted by everyone. Their sister does everything in her power to make sure that they're comfortable and to get their pronouns right, and it's just a marvelously cozy contemporary book. So I would recommend this to Daisy because Daisy is a very, very chill dog, and she might like a very chill contemporary, but one that talks about a lot of big societal issues, because my dog would be like me and want to talk about stuff like that. I would hope. And then the next up, I'm not going to be able to get this cat downstairs. She's very old. Artemis will be turning 20 this year in July. She's got a little over a month. It's July 19th is her birthday. Very, very sweet kitty, but we think she's suffering from a little bit of dementia because sometimes she tends to forget where we are. And she's always very needy, as senior pets are. She demands that Ethan give her all of his time. She gets very jealous as well. So I would recommend to her, if she was someone that could read, I would recommend to her If You Then Me by Yvonne Woon. This is the only one that I have in this deck that is not LGBT, so sorry about that. But so I don't know a lot of LGBT books that talk about coding specifically or anything that is in that field. If you have any, recommend some down below. I will definitely read them. I like books that talk about coding because I hope one day that I will be able to understand my coding friends. But other than that, we're going to have to go with this one. Basically, this is about a girl who gets accepted into this prestigious program where she can further develop her skills. She has this AI program that kind of mimics, like it's an algorithm that looks at who you are and mimics who they predict that you will be like in 5 years or whatever, and gives you advice. It's a very cool program. But in this institute, she is with other very, very intelligent people with other programs. She feels very underqualified to be there, I guess you would say. She doesn't feel like she fits in with the rest of them. So when an opportunity comes for her to sell her program for herself and go her own way, she decides to take it, but it might not be the best path. Again, this book talks a lot about coding and coding programs, and since Artemis has extensive time with Ethan, and Ethan is a coder as well, I would figure that she is a little bit of a coder kitty and would understand some of this more than me. I would also recommend The Love Curse of Melody McIntyre, because This book is about Melody, our main character, and she is the stage manager at her theater, and there's this love curse that she has. She falls in love with someone that's in the cast or crew every semester, and there's something wrong that happens every time that she has a relationship with someone. There's always something wrong that happens in theater. They're just kind of using her as a scapegoat. So Melody's like, you know what, fine, I am not going to fall in love with someone. And then this hot girl walks in, and Melody's immediately like, oh my god, I love her. But she can't date her on the bet, for the bet that she made with everyone else. So it's a very cute and comfy read, but because it involves theater, and theater people are dramatic, I would know, I did theater, and Artemis is very dramatic, like any minor inconvenience. Even if there's like a piece of food or just like a piece of plastic that's in her path between her and her food bowl, she will scream like a Sims 1 character and be like, "Ashumade! Ashumade!" Except, you know, in Cat's speech was like, meow. She would very understand the dramatics of this book. And that is all the pets that I have, but I also want to give recommendations for you if you like pets and just, you know, if my pets could read in general. I got sent these 2 books. This is not like any sponsorship or anything. I thought that they fit. It's Pet That Dog and Pet That Cat. It's these 2 brothers that are, it's these two siblings that are on Twitter, and they go around and they ask to pet people's dogs or cats, and they take pictures with them. So they wrote a book about it. Very, very sweet. If you know them, follow them, you could just like research or search the Twitter tag of Pet That Dog, and I think both of the accounts might pull up. But very sweet, and it talks a lot about animals and what you need to do to care for them, and then like adopting, and then your own journey where you yourself can go and pet that dog or pet that cat. But very, very cute. I'm going to be reviewing these pretty soon in August if everything goes well, and featuring them on my Instagram, so keep an eye out for that. So yeah, that's it, everyone. Leave a comment down below about, what did I say? Queer coding books. I need more of those in my life. And I need them all together. I don't know of a single one really. And I would like to know about your cats and dogs and what books that you would recommend to them. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. See you again. Bye.